What is Maya? The Vedas and scriptures always say the world is Maya. Everything you see and feel is unreal. That's been repeated for centuries in spiritual circles. But how true is it? There are countless living beings out there, all going through joy and pain, day and night, never stopping. Isn't that real? How you and I walk on this very earth every day. How can that be unreal? So, what does it actually mean when we call this world Maya? Let's look into it a bit more deeply. What really is this world and what is it that's actually seeing it? Let's look at a simple example. A man is waiting for his friend in a park just outside the city. The sun is about to set. He sees someone coming from a distance. Because he is waiting for his friend, he immediately assumes that the person walking toward him must be his friend. Now, there is another man, a third person, also coming nearby. He happens to believe in ghosts. He too sees that same person walking at a distance. In the fading light of the sunset, the figure appears to be floating a bit. So, in his mind, he is sure it's a ghost. The same person appears as a friend to one and a ghost to another. As they all come closer, the truth becomes clear. The person is neither a friend nor a ghost, but just a traveler passing by. The point is simple. What we see and what is real are not always the same. Our eyes and minds interpret things based on distance, light, and our own beliefs. Even our physical vision is limited. We can only see up to a certain distance. Faraway things look blurry, nearby things look clear. The sky looks blue, but it's actually colorless. The sea looks deep blue, but if you take a little water in your palm, it's completely clear. What we see, therefore, isn't always the truth. It's just our perception. Some people can't see certain colors. They are colorblind. The same object might look black or red from far away, but when we go closer, it could appear red or green. If you look at it through a microscope, it might even look completely different. Why does this happen? Because our eyes can only catch certain wavelengths of light. Anything beyond that range, we simply can't see. The same goes for sound. Imagine you're standing in an open field and a train is approaching. From a distance, the engine's sound might actually feel pleasant, almost like music. But when it comes closer, that same sound becomes unbearably loud. Science calls this the Doppler effect, how perception changes with distance and movement. All our senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell work in the same way. Each sense picks up only a small range of signals. Whatever falls outside that range doesn't exist for us. So, we never really perceive the object itself, only the disturbance it creates in our senses. For example, when a cuckoo sings, we recognize it because its image disturbs our retina and its sound disturbs our eardrum. What we call a cuckoo is actually our response to those disturbances. We don't see the bird directly, we just interrupt the impressions it leaves on our senses. Take another example. A deaf man hears a sudden knock on the door. Excited, he thinks his hearing has returned. But when he opens the door, no one's there. Later, he realizes it was actually thunder and a cow outside had died from the strike. The sound he heard wasn't a knock, it was a different vibration. His senses interrupted that way. So, what does this show? We don't perceive the world itself, only how our senses respond to it. What we see is not the object, but our visual perception. What we hear is not the sound, but our auditory perception. What we smell is not the fragrance, but it's our perception. The world we experience exists only through these sensory disturbances. If a sense doesn't work, that part of the world simply disappears. A blind person doesn't see the world, a deaf person doesn't hear it. So really, what we call the world is just our perception of it. When we say we see the world, it only means we see our own sensory experiences. When we say we enjoy the world, it means we enjoy our own perceptions. Our body functions and the world's functions are not separate. They happen together. The movement of the world is our movement. In truth, we and the world are not two. What you call the world is contained within you. As far as you're concerned, everything, including me, exists only within your perception. And for me, you exist within me. So for you, you are all. And for me, I am all. Let me conclude this for you. Maya is not just illusion. It is misperception. Seeing the reflection and thinking it is the real. It is the constant mistaking of our sensory experiences for the truth itself. When the mind quiets and the senses stop dictating reality, the veil of Maya begins to thin. Then one sees clearly that the seer, the seen, and the seeing all are one. That oneness beyond perception, beyond illusion, that is reality. Everything else we see, hear, and feel, that is Maya.